Hello, guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Mohit, and as we know, Manchester United has been a very funny story recently because in the midweek we were on ecstasy, we were on cloud nine because we had a very stellar, miraculous comeback victory against Lyon in the final stages of that quarter final, the infamous game. So after that, we are back to ground zero. We have lost to Wolves, but yes. Before going into that, Manchester United's recent defeats, which took place against Newcastle as well as Wolves, they weren't just bad results, guys. They were just symptoms of deeper tactical and structural issues. So, from a lack of midfield control to disjointed pressing and alarming defensive lapses, the warning signs are very hard to ignore. And in this video, we will break down exactly what is going on at Manchester United. Why are the results not coming in the league? But on the other side, we are performing very well in the Europa League. But yeah, so if consistency is key, guys, then Manchester United are absolutely nailing it by consistently disappointing. And yeah, fresh of a tactical masterclass against Lyon in the midweek. United have managed to again get outplayed by Newcastle before that and Wolves in this week. So yeah, that's Wolves we have lost to once again. So yeah, before further ado, let's dive into the video. So hello guys, once again back to the channel. So in this video, as you must have got from the intro, we will be discussing both the games between Newcastle as well as Wolves. So one was an embarrassing defeat away from home, and the second was an embarrassing defeat at home. And sandwiched in between was that miraculous victory which we are still living on. And yeah, I think I missed that Newcastle game. But before that, the game between Manchester United and Manchester City, the Manchester Derby, which was there. So there is a live stream. That was my first live stream on this channel. So I have uploaded that video on the channel, so you guys can check it out, and I'll put the link down in the description as well. So yeah, coming back to the Newcastle game, very embarrassing to be honest. 4-1 defeat at Newcastle, and Newcastle has also done a double on us this season. As things were not looking good, they have made it much worse for us. And yeah, I think again the silly mistakes cost us that game. This has been a recurring theme throughout the season for us because we have seen this in a lot of games, and this has been happening a very consistent manner. So yeah, again, as far as our pattern goes, so United has 46% possession, 0.72% expected goals, 9 shots, 5 on target, 2 big chances. Yes, guys, 2 big chances out of which we have converted only one. So a 50% scenario there. But when you see Newcastle stats, right? So no doubt they dominated possession. They were playing at home. They had to dominate. But the expected goals they had were just 2.17 and they had scored 4 goals, right? They had total of 13 shots on target, 13 shots on United goal, 6 on target. They had 6 big chances. So all the 6 big chances were on target. So from what I can make out of, and out of these 6, 4 were converted into goals. So you can see what is happening again. Those defensive lapses, those silly mistakes in the midfield, our attackers not scoring, that has been the recurrent issue, and we just have to get through the end of the season now because these things are getting out of hand. So again, embarrassing loss, as I mentioned, away from home, not for the first time this season. So for Newcastle, the goal scorers were Bruno Guimaraes, Sandro Tonali, and Harvey Barnes with 2 goals. And for United, it was Garnacho who had made it 1-1, to be fair, in the first half. But yeah, after that, it was completely done for. In the second half, United just crumbled and we could not get up from that. So for this game, Onana was benched and Baindir was started in this game because of the nasty performance which he had against Lyon in the midweek before that in the first leg. But Yeah, unfortunately, Bahindir couldn't do any changes. What Onana has done throughout the season, he has done the same thing. But yeah, coming back to that, there were some great performances for United in that game, especially from Garnacho because he scored that goal. Bruno, who was creating chances. Ugarte, who tried his best. Even Dalo, but Dalo's performances have been on and off this season. Ugarte as well. Bruno, ever since the international break, he has just shown a different side of him this season. But yeah, coming back to that, Baindir and Mazraoui officially had the worst rating and the worst game of this season, followed by Onana's masterclass in the midweek before that. So Baindir had a rating of 4.8 and Mazraoui had a rating of 3.8 because of his mistakes. Actually, there were a couple of goals scored from that side, from the left. So left for Newcastle, right for United. But yeah, that has been the issue, and Mazraoui fell victim to that. And there is nothing much to discuss in this video for Newcastle game. But yeah, I think we should jump to the Wolves game. So that was game number 32 against Newcastle. So coming to game number 33, United were back at Old Trafford after that midweek heroics by our squad. But yet again, we got beaten. We got embarrassed at home once again by Wolves, who coincidentally did a double on us this season. And I don't know what is the issue, but actually, if you see that, given the midweek performance and given the qualification in the Europa League semi-finals, I think this performance could have been expected because Amorim had already mentioned that the most of the senior players of the squad, the main players who would be featuring in the Europa League fixtures, because now we are solely focusing on Europa League because Premier League was anyways gone. So after that, the press conference of Ruben Amorim, I have also spoken about this in the previous video. You can check that out as well. So he said in that that the main players will be resting and we'll be solely focusing on the Europa League now. And he will be starting young boys. He mentioned as young boys or the academy players. What we can see from the statement is that our academy players would be given chances in the upcoming Premier League fixtures. So yeah, as I mentioned that after the glorious midweek which we had, we are back to ground zero, and this defeat was as expected, as I mentioned, and we had some glorious chances in this game. To be very fair, to be very honest with you guys, because I had only watched the first half, and as per from what I saw in the first half, I saw that we had a lot of chances. The only thing was we weren't able to convert that because a special mention actually to Patrick Dorgu, because I saw he was whipping those crosses into the box, but there was no one to be fair. And it was very sad for him because he was trying his best to put that ball in, but at the end there was nobody to take those shots. So yeah, coming back to the stats, I think, and I don't think actually, from the stats which I have for the game, you guys will also be very shocked because United actually dominated this game in terms of possession, in terms of attack, because United had 60% of the possession in the game. We had an expected goals of 1.32. We took 12 shots in total, two were on target. We had one big chance, none of them were converted. Okay. But when you look at Wolves, Wolves had 40% of the possession. They had 0.25 expected goals throughout the game. 0.25. And they scored the only goal in the game. So I don't know what you can make out of those numbers, but they had four shots on target, four shots on the United goal only. Two were on target, zero big chances, but they converted that one set piece which they got, courtesy of Pablo Sarabia, who scored that brilliant free kick. And coincidentally, he had just come in 2 minutes prior to the free kick which they got. So I don't know what was the uh, thinking or what was the tactics there, but I think he took the free kick brilliantly. He executed that really well, and well enough to beat the United keeper, which all the other teams have been doing this season. Nothing new for us. But yeah, another home defeat, another embarrassing defeat in the last 2 weeks, apart from the Europa League. So yeah, these were the stats done. Some notable performances again from Mazraoui, Fredrickson, who was on debut. I'll come back to him later in this video. Dorgu, as I mentioned, he was whipping those crosses in. He was trying to attack. Eriksson, Mazraoui especially was very good in terms of attack because he was. I saw one of those moments where he was trying to dribble past the defense and he got a couple of free kicks for us. Eriksen. Amas also had a good game. Garnacho had a good game because Garnacho was playing a bit behind centrally. He was taking those that responsibility, and Amas was going ahead from the left. So that was a new strategy, kind of what I saw because Bruno was not playing in that game. So yeah, that was something new to see, and it's good to see something new things happening as well. And as far as good chances are concerned, I think Hoyland had a couple of good chances in the first. I mean, I'm commenting on solely on the basis of first half because during the second half, I was live on a live stream for the IPL game. You can check that out as well on the channel for the IPL game. And coming back to this, Hoyland had a good chance. Ugarte had some brilliant chances. Dorgu had some good chances, as I mentioned. Garnacho as well. So these were some of the chances which our players had, but unfortunately, we are not able to convert those. And this has been the story of the season. Ultimately, it was Wolves who had to score, who capitalized. For some reason, they capitalized on that 0.25 expected goals and 40% possession. Sarabia was the only goal scorer, as I mentioned in the game, with that brilliant free kick. But yeah, I think again it comes to ifs and buts. But yes, if we had converted those chances, I think we at least could have drawn that game 1-1, or I think we could have won 2-1 or 2-2, or maybe 2-1, 3-1. So yeah, I think this has been the season for us. And yeah, currently United are 14th in the points table with 31 games played. Sorry, 33 games played. And officially, guys, this has been the worst season for us. And I don't know when this will end and where will United exactly finish in terms of points and also in terms of position in the table. Because if you see the points table right now, Spurs are above us, who beat Ipswich. And yeah, I think that actually helped us for one more thing which I'll come back to in the later part, along with the Fredrickson part which I had to speak about. So currently Tottenham is at number 13, we are at number 14, and Wolves have jumped to number 15 after that victory against United. And subsequently there are other teams below that. So yeah, I think I don't have anything else to say about this. I just want, like every other United fan, we just want this season to end and we can start the next season fresh. And that's the only thing remaining for us because yeah, I don't have anything to say about this. So yeah, I think let's talk about the upcoming games. The next 5 games which United is going to play are 3 Premier League games and 2 Europa League games, which are the semi-finals. So first we'll play Bournemouth. Sorry for the mispronunciation. Bournemouth next weekend away from home. Then it will be Athletic Club midweek on 2nd May, 12:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. That will be the first leg of Europa League semi-finals. After that, we'll face Brentford in that subsequent weekend. After that, we'll face on 4th May, we'll face Brentford. So that will be three back-to-back away games for United. Then it will be two back-to-back home games with Athletic Club, second leg of the Europa League semi-finals on 9th May, and against West Ham, who are in a relegation battle right now at home at Old Trafford on 11th May. So these are the next five fixtures for us. So I'm hoping at least I'm not hoping exactly for Premier League anything. At least we can win that West Ham game, but Europa League, I feel we can get through because all our focus is on the Europa League right now, and most of the players, as Ruben Amorim has said, that he has rested some of the main players for United, and they'll be fresh to go in the upcoming semi-finals. So that will be a plus point for us, and that will be a great thing. So yeah, let's see what happens. So one thing which I wanted to mention is that with the help of Tottenham, Ipswich have been they have defeated Ipswich, and due to that, United officially mathematically are not going to get relegated this season. So we are staying up. I know this is not a statement what Man United fans are accustomed to, I can say, but yeah, this has been that type of season for us, and yeah, I don't know where we will finish, how this will end. Hoping for the best, as I think the last two games for us in the Premier League will be against Chelsea and Aston Villa. So I don't have any hopes on when we will win. But yeah, I think as a fan, we always hope that we'll win the game. But due to the recent performances and the recent situations which are happening, I don't know what will happen, what will the results be, but let's hope we win the remaining games as well in the Premier League. So yeah, coming back to Tyler Fredrickson. So Fredrickson, he was on debut in this game. He played as a center back, and Ruben Amorim has promoted him from the academy, and he had a pretty good game. He's a 20-year-old center back, and he absolutely had a pretty good game for United. I don't know when he was subbed out, but I saw him till the end of the first half. But he had a really good game. He put some really good tackles, some really good defending from him as well. And he was making those defending runs as well. He was not allowing players from that side of the pitch to attack into the United box. But yeah, a pretty good debut for him, and hope he will get more games for United in the future. And yeah, hoping for the best. So yeah, this is it from the for this video, guys. And do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And also watch our live streams. We are doing cricket live streams currently, and I will try to do football live streams as well if there is no game of my favorite team in the IPL on that given day. So if that is not the case, then you will see me doing Manchester United live streams. So hope you guys will watch that as well. And I think this is it for this one. And see you guys in the next one. So till then, thanks for watching.